Alright, let's try this again. I was working on this little booty last time and my battery on my camera died, so here we go. Finish this up. What we're doing is we're making this baby booty with Bernat Softy Baby yarn in the color Pajama Party. And at this step we have finished the booty, and we finished the strap, and we're attaching the strap around the back of the booty. So what I did is I folded the booty that's completed like this so that I could see how much of the strap is seamed, and then I matched that over here on this side so that they'd be the same. And there's my fold, and here is the matching distance that I need to have on the other side, so that I'll have my seam across here and my seam across here on the other side, and they will end at the same distance from the back of the booty. So when I attached it, I folded it in half. I folded the strap in half, and I placed the center at the center back of the booty, and I stitched across all the way to the end here. So now I'm going to attach this off, finish it off so that we can be finished with half of that booty. And what I'm going to do is finish it, secure the end, and go ahead and weave in that end while I have it on the needle. Just makes it quicker and easy. So I just finished seaming, so I'm just going to come down through here a little bit and secure that, and then I'm going to run the yarn through to the middle of the booty, to the inside, and weave this end in. And to weave it in, I'm just going to go through and fill up my needle with stitches. There we go. Pull that through gently so that it doesn't kink up the fabric at all. Nice and neat. And then I'm going to go back the other way. I'm going to pass the first stitch and just run it back through those same stitches, and that will secure it so that when we wash the booty, that end won't come loose. And I will cut that close to the fabric. And now that side is finished. So now I can start from the center here and go to the back. I'm going to bring that in. So now you can see how to start another section. And what I'm going to do, instead of starting at the center back, is I'm going to start at this section, because I know that's how far I wanted it to go. I'm going to compare, I'm going to fold my booty and make sure that's lined up just right, and that way I can work these stitches in and make sure that they are at the right spot. So come up through there, come up through there. Just like that. And I'm just going to tie this off in a little simple knot just to secure it. And now I'm just going to do a whip stitch all the way up. So I'm going to do another stitch in the same spot where I just worked to really secure that. And I'll go up to the next stitch. Go straight across. And what I'm doing is I'm getting one strand on this side and one strand on the other side. And just pull it not too tight, and you can make it tighter if you want to get it nice and a nice solid fabric, but don't pull it too tight or it'll kink up the booty and make it not shaped right. So just keep doing that. One on the right side, one loop on the left side, And if you're very consistent and you always put your stitches in the same place, it'll have a design look to it that blends in very well on the side of the bootie, and it won't look like a seam, it'll just look like another row of stitches. It doesn't look bad at all, especially with these really colorful yarns that we're using. Okay, now I'm at the last one. There's that. And now I can secure this yarn. I'm just going to secure it to that simple knot I made when I first attached this strap to the bootie. I'm going to pull that to the inside. And now I'll weave this in while I've got this on the needle. Just save me a step. And just look where it's close, right there. So I'll come in right here, fill up my needle with some stitches, like that. Pull that through where it's not too tight, and skip the first stitch and run it back through. And take off my needle and pull that where it's not too tight, where it's just right, and then cut that close to the fabric. Now I've got my strap attached. I can remove my little marker that I tied on, and now this part of the yarn needs to be woven in. So when you first attach that, make sure you leave enough where you can weave it in easily with your needle. So I'm going to go up through there to get to the inside. I'm going to secure that. And now I'll weave this in here, there, and fill up my needle with stitches. There. And skip the first stitch, run it back through. You know how that works. That. Now all that's left is this one end, and I'll weave that in myself in a little while. But now I want to show you how this buttonhole will work with adding the button. Now when we put the button on this bootie, the button was on the left side of the foot. So when you put the buttons on this one, make sure that you attach the strap so that the button will go on the right side of the foot, like that. So that's what we've got going on here. I just need a little bit of yarn so that I can attach my button. So there's that. And how I do this is I make a simple knot at the end, and the reason I do that is because I use this knot to secure the button. You'll see in a minute. So I'll look and see where I put it there. Put it about the same place. So I'm going to put it, instead of putting it in a hole like that, I'm going to put it in a spot where there's a lot of yarn to help secure the button. So put it through the middle of a stitch. And don't pull that knot too tight. Leave it like this. And then get your little button I need to get this piece of metal off there. I'm just going to use my scissors to twist that loose. Now it's finally coming loose. Good. And this button, I've noticed, has some little rough edges on it. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a fingernail file and I'm just very gently sanding it so it's not rough, because I don't want anything rough around the baby. So I'll just sand that real gently with a fingernail file and then just touch it across and make sure it doesn't feel sharp. It feels a little better. And I'm not sure how long this button will last on these booties. The mother of the baby will probably change the button eventually, but it looks cute for a gift, so I like it. If the mother decides she doesn't, she can change it, because changing a button is easy. So now I get my booty back. I run this through my little pacifier button. And now I go back through that same stitch again, and what I do is I run my yarn needle right through the middle of that knot, and that will help to secure this button, just like that. It helps to make it nice and sturdy. And now I'm going to run it through a couple more times. And when you run it through a few more times, you're not going to have to worry about getting it through that knot anymore. You just run it over the button loop a few times. Do one more. Should be enough because it's yarn. Yarn is pretty thick. It'll help hold that button on. There. That'll be enough. Now I just secure this end. I can run it through that knot now if I want. There. My table's squeaking. I'm going to secure this end. Fill up my needle with stitches. I'm almost finished with my booty. I can't believe it. It's been fun to make though. I hope that you've enjoyed making your booty. Now if anyone is watching this and they don't know anything about this little crochet along we've been doing, it's on the Bernat website. The pattern is called Bernat Softy Baby Crochet Booties. It's a free pattern on the Bernat website. So just go to www.bernat.com and do a search for Bernat Softy yarn, and then click free patterns, and you'll find the baby booties in there. Just search through until you find it. So that one's done. I didn't need to thread that again, did I? Silly me. I got sidetracked thinking about the website. Now on that same website we have a forum called the Bernat Forum, and that's where we're making these booties together. Okay, now I'm going to show you my other little trick to use when your yarn is too short to thread and then work through stitches. So what I do is I run my yarn needle through the stitches and then I thread it while I keep it attached, just like that. There we go, and now I can pull it through. There. Boop. Now I need to run it back through again, so I'll just load my empty needle back through, skip the first stitch, and now I thread it I really am getting short on yarn now, but it still works. I can do this with a teeny tiny bit of yarn. I've done it lots of times. Ta-da! That's it. I love that trick. It's awesome. I'm going to trim that. Woohoo! Now I can button that little booty. Isn't that sweet? Little pacifier button. That's adorable. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Now all I have left to do is to weave in my one end, but I'm going to do that on my own time. Just wanted to let y'all see how this works. Now my little set of booties is done. It's ready to give as a gift. It's a cute little present. I like it. So you can just imagine those little baby feet. Big old fat baby feet in those booties. How cute. So that's how it works. I hope to see you guys on the forum with pictures of your baby booties. You don't have to have pacifier buttons. You can use any kind of buttons you want. But I sure think they look cute with them on there. Y'all take care. See you later. Bye.